What's up, guys? Good morning. So, looks like we have another very slow day today so far. Only thing that I see that's made any type of decent move is AIM. And I kind of like AIM a little bit. If it can break 150. But right now it's looking a little ugly on a little bit of a downtrend. So, I don't know. Looks like another slow day. May have to look for a bounce play or something. But yeah, there's just not a lot going on once again. These slow market conditions we've been in this week. I guess we've been getting the rips later in the day, so that may be what we have to wait on. TXRC is another one that I kind of got my eye on, but it's got a long ways to go before it gets to that 50-day. There's just not much going on. ACCO went on a nice move from 968 to 1138. A little bit of a higher price stock. DTS cracking out. Yes, EA. So yeah, I don't know. See, Codex was at 9 at 306. So actually bounced off of the 9 on the daily chart. But it looks very quiet. And maybe why we don't have anybody in the live stream right now. LITH. TTS. What's going on with CINT? Cimera's blockchain. SINT. No press release on this. TXRC. Still nothing. Mara. No press release either. Definitely looks like another one of those slow days. Which is unfortunate. There we go. I think BTCY is a Bitcoin. Maybe not. I thought it was. NNDM. Just going through this scanner, just seeing if there's anything that might have some potential. So nothing there yet. See, NVIV had a 1-to-30 reverse stock split. Opened up, started dropping right away. Not a whole lot of volume on it at the moment. But it could get volume. Kodak's starting to come back up a little bit here. And DTS still not doing anything. That's not doing anything. Just nothing going on right now at all. A little bit of ACCO still going on. Probably got some type of yeah, it does. So ACCO has a nice little bull flag on the 5-minute. Yesterday we saw a lot of flags fail. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this flag. Kodak's maybe. I have a lot of volume on it right this second though. Let's see, AIM starting to break $1.50 here. They're trying to. 8 million in float. Upper shadow though. Let me put AIM up here. A lot of selling it. Well, that 150 sun just got kind of taken out there. AIM's starting to move a little bit. Just a little bit. See, LITH is doing nothing. TRXC getting above the 9 here, but it's only got room. It's got a lot of resistance up here. No, these slow days. A lot of buyers at 150 here now on AIM. They're starting to get taken out a little bit. Yeah, they're getting taken out. So AIM probably going to have a little bit of a pullback after this little 10-cent move. Yeah, pretty nice size pullback actually, all the way down to 144. What's up, One Life? Good morning. Looks like another slow morning today again, doesn't it? Possibly could look for an entry maybe on AIM on this pullback. It is earnings. And because it is earnings, you are right, my friend. It is earnings. And because of that, we're gonna pop up, if I can, top 10 losses. Here we go. See, what's the biggest loss? Maybe look for some dead cat bounces. That's what I like to do during earnings. Like this would have been a decent dead cat bounce here. You see it gaps all the way down because of the bad earnings, if that's what it was, bad earnings. But you have this big sell-off and then you get a bounce here from 11 all the way up to 11.40. It's just higher price than I would like though, but still it's not that big of a loss. But tomorrow we may be looking for dead cat bounces. We stay in this slow period here. Let's see, NVIV popped up a little bit here. Actually, if this gets any volume, this can rip. Very, very low float. God, the spread's all the way up to 762. I definitely wouldn't want to be in that high. But if it's going to start ripping, I would like to be a part of it. There's no volume on it. And the last couple of reverse stock splits I tried to get in on ended up not doing anything, so that's my only concern. But they also didn't drop down like this and make a big long U shape, so kind of on the fence about it. There's no volume whatsoever today on this stock, though. Only 38,000 shares so far. It's barely trading any shares. But if buying volume starts coming into this, this will go crazy. Yeah, there's not very many little floats at all getting any love. The spread on this keeps getting crazy. 685 to 749. See ACO starting to pop out of this flag a little bit. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. This is about the only play I see right now. Unless NVIV gets volume. But this bull flag, this is a perfect bull flag on ACCO. Higher float stock, looks like it had some good earnings yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. See, NVI is a perfect little U shape if it starts getting any volume. I said the only problem is it doesn't have any volume whatsoever. So I'm starting to think maybe NVI or ACCO. Is GTS doing anything? No, nothing there. Start narrowing down some of these stocks. AIM's sort of a bull flag here on the 5 minute, kind of an ugly flag. Let's see, drawing. An ugly flag, but somewhat of a flag nonetheless. I don't know. ACCO looks like it might start cracking here soon if it doesn't pop out of this flag, but it is getting tighter. It's getting squeezed very tight. So we'll have to wait and see. AIM still kind of slowly moving up. NVIV up to 735. So it keeps slowly moving up. These reverse stock splits, if they can get volume, they can rip hard. Because I mean that candle's what? Very, very little volume, but I don't know. Oh yeah, an ACO looks like it might start cracking here. So this bull flag might fail, which is what I was worried about. AIM, that little flag fell. See DTSS starting to come back up here. That's kind of cool. I actually kind of like DTS. It's got something to do with the coronavirus, which we've seen issues in the market, and we've seen some stocks get pumped pretty good. Well, this is starting to come up pretty fast here. I didn't want it to come up this quick. But they have an infrared thermometer to detect coronavirus in Chinese schools. And you can see the other day, about a week ago, this went from $2 up to $5. And then $1 up to $7.39. So there's some potential here. I'd like to see it kind of U-shape a little bit more. AIMI still having a pretty good pullback. That flag's still holding up there. Let's see. So I don't want that. I don't want DTS to go straight up. I want it to make a couple more 5-minute candles curling up to this VWAP, and then maybe could look for an entry. See, was it $3 has held up though, support. It was a pretty good press release for right now too. See, I would say if NVIV could break 750, we could see a very quick pop. AIM still cracking. DTSS just right here in this little area. Nothing on this stock. Kodak's still slowly coming up. Kodak's would have to break that 200 right there. I'm going to give DTS a little bit longer to keep consolidating. So this flag is kind of cracked a little bit on ACCO. I don't want to force anything. And the only thing I'm seeing right now that I like is DTSS. Because it's finally above this 9 EMA. Looks like it's holding. The stock has potential. Definitely has quite a bit of potential. It's just these slow market conditions this week they're just dreadful. Now I want another candle or two kind of like right here in this 320 area to show some strength on the stock, show that's holding up, because right now it still could crack. And we may be sitting here for a while. That may be what happens. We may be sitting here for a while waiting, because the rips have been a little bit later in the day. Let's switch to the 1 minute real quick and take a look at some things. And we got pretty good support at $3 on this stock. The Ivy's still barely getting any attention, starting to crack off, so that's definitely not gonna rip. At least not right now. So yeah, I don't know. Guys. Like I said, it's slow market conditions. You kind of gotta wait things out. Okay, and DTS starting to hold up here a little bit. Like I said, if this candle holds up and maybe the next candle, I may look to enter this. I want to see what the next candle does. That's the only thing. So we'll know here in about 30 seconds where that next candle is going to open up and then which way it's going to go. Got some selling at 325. This is starting to come up a little bit here. So we want to see what this candle does. I want this candle to hold above this 9. Then I may start looking for a position. Decent buyer at 320. About 5,000 shares. Let's check that out in a minute again. USG, nothing there. ACL still getting squeezed, man. ACL is looking like it's gonna either crash or rip here soon. AIM. A lot of buyers here on this. This is another potential play. Let's see, do we got a bit of a trend line on this? Let's see. Come on. So, bit of a trend line. So DTS starting to look a little sketchy. So they've got a press release saying their CEO is going to be on Fox Business to discuss their drug as a use for the potential use for the coronavirus. But we won't know anything until 3. If it's really a good thing. I mean, it sounds like a good thing, but he's just going on there to talk about it. It doesn't mean that it's a good thing. He could easily go in there and say, we think it might work, whatever, and then the stock just crash out. It's the only thing that makes me nervous about it. And I also definitely don't want to hold this till 3 to see if it's going to do anything. So this candle here is held up so far. Got another minute and 20 seconds on this candle before it closes to see where it closes at. So what's Codex doing? Codex still going sideways too, so a lot of going sideways. DTS's pattern is the least sketchy pattern, but I just don't know. Man, I could look for an entry on AIM and hold as long as this trend line holds up. See, DTS didn't come up closer to the VWAP, start going down a little bit, so I gotta kind of watch out for that. I don't think I want to get in that yet if I'm going to. CAN. CAN has been going up, but for this 598, it's 50 day on the daily chart, so there's gonna be some resistance there. I don't know. Okay, so ACCO looks like it's gonna crack, so I'm gonna just take it off now. Looks like AIM's got the most has had the most volume out of everything. Let's see, how far did this come up from? $1.10. Kind of thinking about maybe getting in AIM. A lot of selling though. 138. A lot of selling holding us down right now. But if this trend line holds up, could be some potential there. See, that's something I didn't notice before. It's going to have some resistance at 175. It's going to be pretty tough resistance, but that's about 40 cents this could go. AIM might crack here. It's got some big buyers at 135, but if they get taken out, this stock's going to drop. Probably down to 125. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, looks like 135 starting to slowly get taken out. And a lot of red starting to come up on the time of sales. I'd say this is about to crack. Unless it holds up. Oh, nope, there it goes. Still a lot of buying at 134. Oh, and then they got taken out. And then you got some buying at 133. And they're starting to get taken out. Yeah, so this is cracking pretty hard. Have more red on the time it sells, yeah. So AIMI is probably done since this trend line's cracking. So now I don't know. CAN still slowly climbing. It's already ran $1 today. But it's went pretty much straight up, so I wouldn't really want to touch this with it going straight up like that. I think tomorrow I may be looking for dead cat bounces. I think that may be the goal in the morning. Because we're not getting any rips the first hour and a half, 2 hours of the market. Right now during all this earnings seasons. We're only getting either slow build-ups or drop-offs. But no rips. So like TRVG, let's see what happened with it. Yeah, so they undershot estimates, the earnings estimates. They had a sell-off, is down to 230, and then it had a nice little bounce up to 275. So that's what I'm saying. We may be looking for dead cat bounces if these conditions continue with the earnings. Let's see how some of the hot sectors doing today. Aurora still at $1.50 area. The CCGs, that Canopy Growth. I can't remember what Canopy Growth is. See, Planet 13 still holding in that $1.50 area. Let's check this guy out. Oops. This guy had a rebound. Boy, what a rebound that was, from 30 cents up to 80 cents. That would have been a good swing trade on this stock. If you like pot stocks. Why has this not popped up? It hasn't moved that far, I guess, from 250 up to 280, but still nice move so far on this. If it breaks 280, it's got room to keep going. It looks like it's going to struggle with 280, yeah. So everybody must be playing earnings. That seems to be what it is. The penny stock world is quiet. See, AIMI is still pulling back. Like I said, it might go all the way down to 125. To that point, we could look for a position maybe. Or even better, if it dropped to 114, I would definitely look for a position there maybe. So right now, 130 is holding up as some support, but want to wait till this gets done dropping off. See how low it's going to go. DTSS, if this can come back up, maybe make another little U shape here. And we're getting back to that 325 area. Let's see, when's this candle about to, this candle's about to close right now, so let's see what happens on DTS with this next candle. So it's there, see if you come up. Not a lot of volume right now either, though, on this stock. Of course, not really volume on much of anything. NVIV down at 660. LITH still nothing. DTS starting to pull back a little bit here, some more. So let's wait and see what that candle does. This might be okay. RBO. See, AIM gonna hold up $1.30. You see $1.30 hold up. Might possibly could look for an entry on that. Let's go through these guys. Codex, still nothing right now. Hoth cracking off, so we'll take Hoth off. Let's see here. Got positive data for lupus treatment. We're at 497. So it does have some good support here, but there's not been a lot of volume. Taking VIV off. TXRC. Chart is crazy for TRXC. Whatever. Not a lot of volume on it either right now. This is probably OTC. DPW, a slow little climb. CLP has had a quick pop from 307 up to 348. And then, I don't know, this is weird. GLMD. They had some losses. See SQNS. Global distribution deal. CIO. Let's see. 464. So DTS is cracking out, and that's why I wanted to stay away from it. It's cracking out for now. So now, out of our original list, AIM is still the only thing kind of holding up. Look at Aurora Cannabis again. Aurora's got earnings tomorrow. Look at a little barcodey. TXRC, still nothing there. Oh, everything is ugly. A lot of selling at 133 on AIM. DTS starting to pop back up a little bit, so that can come up. Let's see, Codex. HEPA. What's going on here? Shows a registration for 7 million common stock at market offering. So, whoops, that's not really a good thing. I don't want to buy into a stock that has an offering, because this could easily crash out. Usually offerings aren't a good thing. LITH Car Rub 2000, the next generation CBD pain cream. Okay. Don't have a lot of. Is this OTC? There's not a lot of volume on this stock, but it hasn't lost any of its gains so far today. Okay, I see AIM starting to pop back up a little bit here. And that's what I want to see is for AIM. Let's see, when's this next candle close? In 4 minutes. I want to see this next candle close over the 9. It's starting to move though. 136 so far. There's a lot of sellers at 137 that got taken out. There's still some, but You guys know what time it was yesterday when REXN and I know REXN started at 9:30. Kind of like AIMI, but I also don't want to get stuck in this. I have to be in it all day. Like you would think if they're going, the CEO is going on Fox. The Clamming Countdown. Okay. What's Tesla doing? Is Tesla still going crazy? No, Tesla's chilled out finally. For now. popped up again. It's OTC stock though. See, so we got about 45 seconds left on this candle. There's just a lot of resistance ahead of AIM at 140 and 150 and then 155. And then it's got resistance at 175 as well. So it's got a whole lot of resistance ahead of it. And I just don't know how much this stock can really run if this CEO gets on there and says, you know, we can cure the coronavirus. I mean, I guess it is possible that it could start going crazy if they have a cure for the coronavirus or whatever, but I don't think the odds of that are good. What did I do here? Okay. What did I do? Big buyer at 138. I did something with my charting. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. Let's see. Nope. There's a 9 there. Oh, come on. So now I knocked my charts off of my studies here off of that chart. Let's see. Okay. Then also I'm gonna go take that grid off. So AIMI is finishing up this U shape here, it looks like. I want to see if it's gonna keep climbing or just start going sideways for a while. See, DTSS is definitely done. TRXC is probably done. Codex possibly still might have a chance. A lot of buyers here at 136. And the bids popped up there. So when's this candle close? Another minute 20 this candle closes. We can kind of see where this next candle is going to go. See if all these buyers at 136 get taken out. Let me just see something on my scan. I'm scanning all NASDAQ stocks. Still showing me OTCs though for some reason. Guys, this is so boring. Such a boring day. Is there a trend line on this? Maybe more like that. Okay, so I want this candle to start coming up. So I think my plan on AIM is to wait. Yeah, it's bad. It is a bad week, that's for sure. Our normal strategies are not working this week at all. Like, I don't know. AIM has the most volume out of anything, and it has Fox News potential. So it's the only thing that I can really think that might run. But like I said, they're not coming out until 3 with that news, and I don't want to sit here and hold this till 3. It's 2 candles in a row that's held up the 9 EMA. I don't want to jump in this and it start dumping. That's the thing that scares me. Let's see. Where's this at? This bottom's at 131, so some support at 131. Big buyer just came in at 138, 10,000 shares. And it's slowly trying to peck at this $1.38 sales. Ooh, there's a lot of selling just came in there at 137. But we got some bids coming in at 137 now, holding it up. Big buyer All the bids here at 137. The bids are. See, I'm just debating on this. See how this candle closes and where this next one opens at. There we go. I do not know. Let's see, what's ESEA doing? Ooh, ESEA with a 50-cent pop out of nowhere. Let's see, let's see, okay, it got paused. So this stock is halted. A little pumpy, if you ask me, but the bid's finally up to 138 on this. So we're slowly starting to come up. I mean, we're getting close to this VWAP. I'm debating whether or not I want to try to get in on the stock. My concern is it hits the VWAP and it doesn't break and then it crashes out. No, it's starting to come up here though. A lot of buying starting to come in on this. I think I'm gonna wait till the next candle to decide on what I want, if I want to try to get in this or not. Next candle's 2 minutes away. I'm just worried about all the resistance that's ahead of this. There's so much resistance ahead. 150 area, a little bit at 155, 175. Like there's not. But it also depends on what this guy is going to say on Fox News. That's the thing. Like, what has he got to say about it? What has he got to say about this drug? So check it. When did the ESA get halted? I just want to see what it does out of this halt. 10:05. So about 2 more minutes on it. Well, Codex still slowly doing okay. DTS not much. TXRC nothing. Take that off. Name, take that off. NRBO. Pretty nice sized buyers there at 142. Oh, and we're moving up to 144. Ooh, that candle opened up way a little bit higher up than I was expecting here. This might get going here. See, DSCA coming out of that halt. Yeah, it came out of that halt. Pretty pump and dumpy on ESCA, really. But if it breaks 450, it could keep running. But it's real risky. See, what is their one press release? They're presenting something, so that's not that big a deal. Yeah, I do like the break of resistance on what? On where? What stock are you talking about? On AIM Junior, is that what you're talking about? Maybe? Nice. SPCE. What's going on with SPCE? Oh yeah, this guy's been just going up. Very nice. One Life is not selling his position. At least you're getting some action somewhere. I just don't know. AIM has potential, but it's also very sketchy to me. Like I said, I just don't know what that guy's going to say. That was a quick pop up to 450 on the ESCA. There is a lot of resistance, but I don't want to buy this up that high. Like, I'm not buying AIM at the break of 150. And I'm definitely not waiting for it to go all the way up to 175. But that's what I'm concerned about, is all this resistance ahead. If I get in now or here soon, it could just hit that 150 resistance and be done. I don't know. It's so sketchy because there's not any like information about this press release. It just says they're going. Let's see. Let me read this. I have my quote speed to slow. Do I? I didn't know I did that. I had it on slow. Corey, how do you change the quote thing? Because I haven't changed anything on this account in a while. Like with the quote thing, I didn't realize it was not. I know my quotes. I didn't know my quotes were slow. So if you let me know how to fix that, I'll fix that. But like I said, I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been years since I set this one up. So AIM still holding up right now. Set up application system real time. Am I not in real? I'm pretty sure I'm in real time. Set up application settings. System. Oh, look at there. I do have it. I do have it. I've been trading on the small account challenge this whole time with a delay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for notifying me of that and letting me fix that. And welcome to the chat, by the way, as well. Shut up. Shut up, One Life. Don't you start. Don't you start. You and Daniel B, don't you start with your nonsense right now. I don't want to hear it. Alright? I'm going to sit here bored, racking my brain whether or not I want to trade today or not. Okay? Don't y'all start. Y'all know. You guys been in the chat with me for a while. Since I started the channel, then you know that sometimes I do stupid stuff. It's not anything new. It's not anything new. I'm gonna change that. Let's see. What did ESEA do? Nothing yet. I just don't know. I don't know. I keep thinking AIM is gonna be good, but I just don't know. Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that. I didn't realize that it was not on. I haven't looked in a while. Let's see, Codex. Codex still maybe, possibly, just not a lot of volume on it. Let's see, ACCO finally above this downtrend, but not doing too much. I think here's my concern. If AIM doesn't hold up here, but if it does hold up above the VWAP and holds above 140, might could look for an entry. See, when does this candle close? Another minute 20. Looks like 140 might get taken out here. Might crack down. Yeah, it's looking Looking a little rough. Let's see. Oh, no, some buyers are coming in now on 140. But they still might get taken out. Oh, it looks like they are going to get taken out. Yeah, they're getting taken out. A lot of selling coming through right now. And we'll see how much this is going to pull back. ESEA had a big pullback. I figured that was a pump and dump. It looked pretty pumpy. Yeah, I am still trying to hold up. Trying to hold up 140. That candle opened above the VWAP. Let's see if the VWAP will hold up though. Oh, buying just came through there. Tell us a joke. A joke is these market conditions right now. That's what the joke is. This is one of those weeks where you either have to sit out or you have to adjust your strategy. The large caps, what large caps are you looking at, Junior? The only thing I was looking at that was higher price range was ACCO. So if you want to let me know what large caps you're looking at, I'll take a look at them. I might want to trade one if I don't end up getting in AIM. Oh, Apple, you're talking about the big large caps, the really big ones. Well, I guess ACCO was a mid cap. I said large cap, but ACCO is larger than I normally play. Yeah, AIMI is starting to get a little action. A little bit. This 9 EMA looks like it's about to try to cross over the VWAP. I just don't feel good about AIM. That's the only thing. I don't know. I like that it's above the VWAP and the 9 EMA might cross over here soon, but it's just this press release. So that's what I'm to read what it said. Here we go. 10:20 a.m. Eastern. That should have already happened. I'm just curious to what he said on there. AIM losing steam? I don't know if it's losing steam. It's not looking bad right now. It really hasn't gained steam. It's kind of been the same volume here for a while in the same area. I'm just wondering what he said on the whatever it was, the Cheddar's opening bell or something on Fox. ESCA back up to $4. So we're starting to get that 9 kind of almost crossing here. I'm thinking about... Oh, you swung GMPX, Daniel? That's interesting. WBSI. Not missing much. Not missing much right now, One Life. Okay, so nothing there. So Junior's talking about the large caps. Let's take a look at some of those. Oh, I forgot the L on Apple. That's what I did. What is Apple's ticker symbol? I don't even know. But yeah, I'm starting to feel like I don't want to force anything. CLNE is still moving up a little bit. Apple, that's the... Okay. Alright. I see what you did there. Honestly, I can't remember right now. I'm blanking on what Apple's ticker symbol is. There it is. AAPL. That's what it is. So Apple's went from 321 up to 324. A little higher than that. A little, well, yeah. I don't think I'd want to trade Apple though. I'm not trading Apple because I don't like Apple products. I want no part of that. Oh, and ESCA is starting to pop up again here a little bit. Stock I thought was a pump and dump. Starting to get a little action. only thing that has gotten halted so far. Starting to break back above the VWAP. Just curious if this is going to get pumped some more. I'm thinking about maybe going here. Oh, it's starting to move a little fast though. That's a quick one. That was a quick pop. I don't think I want to touch it now because I was thinking about getting in around that 405, 410 area. Maybe. And this little tiny U up to the VWAP on ESCA. Also don't want to get dumped on though. AIM actually finally getting that little cross, but still not doing much yet. Let's see. AIM starting to come down to that 140 mark. Let's see. AIM, yeah. Cracking a little bit here. That's why I didn't really want to touch it. I wanted to, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't like the way it's reacting. And I don't know what this guy said on there on Fox, so ESA is very risky. I'm very aware that it is very risky. You are right. That's why I haven't touched it yet. But it is very, very low float. And it moves very fast. And it has not really a good press release and not really a bad press release. It just says they're presenting at NobleCon 16 Investor Conference, which doesn't mean anything, so. But I like the action it's gotten so far with the halt. So that's what I'm kind of wanting to see what it's going to do, but I also don't want to get dumped on. AIMI all the way down to 136. Pretty good sell off there. $4.50. 450. What are you talking about? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, 450 is definitely strong resistance. And it's got the 200 at 473 as well, so there's resistance there. So, I mean, there's some resistance ahead of this. Let's see, NRBO, what's going on with this guy? It's kind of ugly. CAPN. And so ESEA is starting to pull back some here. Pretty good pullback. And starting to drop below that 9, so if it drops below that, it's probably done. Probably a pump and dump, like I originally thought. Let's see, Kodak still nothing. And DTS has held up some here. It's up to that 315 area. Yeah, I kind of think ESEA is probably done. Because I was wanting it to be more rounded like this, but now this candle's kind of messing up that roundedness. So it's probably going to crack. I think it's going to dump out, and that's what I was really worried about. I mean, really, there's not really any press release that is that amazing to me this morning as well, so it may just be calling it a day. ACCO still coming up. And AIM starting to come back up, but it's pretty far down there. DTSS though. Oh, and DTSS starting to pop up here. Starting to get a little bit of action. Maybe. DTSS was the original stock this morning when I started the stream that I was looking at, and it didn't do anything, so I was just waiting to see what it was going to do after all the sideways consolidation. So what time is it? Okay. So I'm going to give the stream here about 15 more minutes. See if anything interesting happens within that 15 minutes. If not, I'm going to call it a day and just sit on my hands. Because I don't want to force anything. Codex has a big buy at 317, but it's not really much. But DTSS has not crashed out yet. It's held up. $3 is held up as support. And then slowly been trying to climb back up a little bit. Low resistance at 325, so that may be where I'll look. If we start seeing 325 break, maybe 327. And we got room all the way up to 393. See if I go on this. I think I would go. Let's see. A little bit of action here. So yeah, ESCA is definitely done. A little trend line here on AIM maybe. So, well, actually, it might be where it's at. Let's see. No, it's a little off. So AIM possibly. Like I said, I just don't like it until I know what the CEO said. See, ESCA is popping up a little bit again. It just looks like it's done though. This stock's went from 20 cents to $1.96 over the past couple of months. That's quite a run. This must be an OTC stock. It's gotta be. Yeah, I don't know. AIMI is looking okay still, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't like it. Let me see if I can find the information on, see which one was it. Okay, it wasn't that one. So he was supposed to be 1028. Okay. No, I can't find anything on it. So I have no idea what that guy said. Oh well. I'm starting to pop up a little bit here though. AIMIC. Some selling at 143. And it's starting to get taken out. We're starting to get a little bit of movement here. Do I want to go on this is the question. So I could get 400 shares. I think I'm going to go on this. I'm going to put a stop loss right under. See if we break through 145, we should be good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Lot of volume starting to come in here. It started to get held up a little bit. I'm gonna put my stop loss in at 138. I'm at 143, so it'll be about 20 bucks I'm risking. So yeah, if the VWAP or the 9 doesn't hold up and it starts cracking, I'll be out of this about a $25 loss potentially. Let's see if it starts breaking over 150 here soon though, because it does have the potential. And it's starting to get a little bit of action in these areas. But yeah, I'm doing a pretty tight stop loss because I don't want to risk much. A lot of selling at 147. You see them get taken out. And they're slowly starting to get taken out here. So 147 still held up with a lot of selling at it. We're starting to come back down a little bit here. As I said, we want that 9 EMA and the VWAP to hold up. We don't want it back below there. So let's see what happens. We're just waiting it out right here to see which way this is going to go. We got some buyers at 142. And looking a little rough. Like I said, we want that 140 to hold up. We don't want this drop below the VWAP. It's a little iffy right now. Need some more volume to come in on this. There's like a little bit came in there, but not enough to push it over 150. So we want this candle to come up. If this candle keeps coming up, then should be okay. But if this candle starts dropping and it gets down to the VWAP, probably not okay. But I think it would at least test 150 before it had a real big pullback. Could be wrong, but I mean, I was expecting at least 150. Or at least a test of 150. We only got up to 147. This candle needs to start coming back up a little bit. A lot of red starting to come through on the time and sales. A lot of red. That was a lot of red, but it didn't go below 142, so that's interesting. It looks like we might get that pullback to the VWAP here. See the little trend line I've got should be right it's right at my stop loss. But I really don't want to risk much more than, because I could drop it right below the trend line, but I'll be risking a little bit more than I want to. In any case, we don't want it back below the VWAP anyway, so. So we got some buyers back in at 142. So that's good to see that hold up. All right, what are you gonna do here? What are you doing, AI? So just saw, okay, there it is. Big sellers at 144, 13,000 shares. We want to see him slowly get taken out, or quickly Either way. I'm not seeing very many orders coming through for 144, so it's having some issues here. Okay, there's a few starting to come through. Those asks, there we go. They're starting to slowly break down now. Slowly, but still. Hmm. I mean, it is. There's just barely any shares being bought at 144 right now. Really need to see it break down. Yeah. It does look like it could rip. I've got my stop loss in. My stop loss is in at like 138, so I'm holding as long as it stays above the VWAP. I mean, I'm gonna hold it, but there is a lot of selling in this 144 to 150 area. At 144, it was really struggling to take out any shares there. So let's see. It might have to slowly come back up again here and try to start taking out the asks one more time. Hmm. So 143 is got some selling and they're slowly getting taken out. There's a lot of buys that just came through in the time and sells there. I don't know. This is the third red candle in a row. It's about time for some green candles. Oh, still a lot of selling. Hmm. 141 can hold up, and this can start curling around a little bit. See, when does this candle close? This candle's fixing to close. We really want this candle to stay above 141. There we go. Bids back up to 142. There's not quite as much selling at 143 this time. Okay, so if this candle can come up, you can see this get back up to that 144, 145 area. This is going to be a slow movement right now to get through 150. So see, there's a bunch of selling at 144. Let's see if they start get taken out, because that's where we've been getting held up at the most. Oh, and they're slowly starting to get taken out here. We're pecking at it. Pecking at that 144 mark. Get all this selling out of here. And it's still struggling. Still struggling to take him out. You gotta. Okay, there's a little bit more buys at 144. Not a lot though, not enough to make a dent yet. I think people need to see this getting dented. Yep, and then right back down again. So it's gonna have issues. We've got to get through that 144 mark. The 144 mark is holding up as quite a bit of resistance. You can see right here, you can actually draw a line on the resistance and you can see it. At 144, this candle hit at 144. This candle flat top hit. This wick hit. This wick hit. 1, 2, 3 wicks have hit. So it's hit 144 several times and it's having such a hard time breaking that down. This is another red candle. 4 red candles in a row here. Well, maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. It hasn't made its mind up yet whether it wants to be red or green. So we keeps floating in this 142, 143 area. I really want to see 144 on the ask a lot more than it's popping up. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Tammy. That's awesome. Uh, my opinion on the marijuana market lately it's basically, as I said in several of the videos, it's a new sector. The past few years, there was a lot of hype, a lot of social media pumping the marijuana sector, telling everybody to invest. Same thing that happened with Bitcoin, where your barber, your gardener, everybody that was not trading stocks all of a sudden started trading anything or investing in anything for that matter. They all started buying Bitcoin and Bitcoin went crazy. And the same thing kind of happened with the marijuana sector. Everybody started buying the marijuana stocks. People who were not even, investors. They're just getting into it just because of marijuana stocks. So we got that initial big run up. Okay, when stocks go up, they must come down. So after that big run up and it coming back down, now we're in that zone. We're in that down zone. And all the same social media sites. That was a quick little pop there. But all the same social media sites that were. Oh, we're starting to move here. We're up to 145 on the bid finally. Okay, but anyway, but the same social media sites that were pumping marijuana stocks in the beginning have been the same ones that are dumping and saying they're over and saying Aurora is done and Canopy Growth is done. They're the same ones. So all that panic has just caused so much selling, just like it caused buying. And until that trend turns around, we're still going to be in the sideways kind of consolidation area of these pot stocks. Or until something major happens, like federal legalization, then we could see some big moves. So we're coming up to that 150 mark here. Starting to get a little spicy. But overall, I mean, the cannabis sector, it's a new sector. There's going to be issues, but it's a new sector. It's going to go up. So a ton of selling at 150. If 150 can get taken out, then we might can see this keep moving. Yeah, you told me, Daniel. Like I said, I've had my stop loss in. I wasn't selling out of this until it cracks. So let's see what happens with 150. It hit 150 and a few 150 sales went through, but there's a lot of selling at 150, way more than there was at 144. If we break 150, we should see 175 easy on this, and that's probably where I'll lock in at, is at 175 if we break over 150. Got some selling at 149. Let's see. We're coming up to 150. Let's see if they start getting taken out. And they're getting taken out. I think we're about to go through. Yeah, we're through 150. Still got some selling at 151, but they're starting to get taken out here. Oh, no. Still struggling with 150. So a little bit of a pullback here. But we got a lot of that selling out at 150, which is really good. Some more selling at 148. We're starting to get buyers coming in on this, though. Some new buyers and stuff, which is good. Let's see. So I actually have a decent sized buyer at 146, 12,000 shares. So that should help some. If that can hold up. Oh, nope, and that 146 buyer's slowly getting taken out right now. And I knew 150 was going to be real tough on this. That's why I got in where I got in at, because I wanted to have plenty of padding up to 150 in case 150 didn't crack. I didn't want to wait for 150 to break and then get in and it doesn't break and then I get crashed on. This way, at least I've got some padding. And I could always lock in around here. Might not be anything but like $20, maybe $15, but it would be better than a loss if 150 doesn't break. Looks like we slowed down a little bit here. So a little bit of selling. Ooh, a lot of selling coming through there. Okay, and there comes some buyers again. All right, let's see. Got all these sellers at 148. Let's see if they start getting taken out. I don't know if it's going to get it or not. We may be here a few more minutes waiting for this to try to take out the rest of the sellers at 150. So 148's cracking down now. All those sellers are getting taken out. Okay, we're up to 149. Not a lot of selling there. Still some selling at 150, but not as much as we had before. Let's see. We're getting close to that 150 mark again. And get these last little bit of sellers out at 149. See if we can try to break 150 again. We got some decent bids at 148, so that's nice to see. I want to see these bids up to 150, and then we want the bids to hold 150. We want 150 to become support. If 150 becomes support, then I think we can definitely see 175 on this. And that's where I'd want to lock out at. So we got some selling again at 149. Some more big sellers there. It's really struggling with this 150 area. So we might need it to consolidate a little bit sideways for another 5 minutes, maybe 5 or 10, and then have it go at 150 again. Maybe not 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. If we can't break 150 with this candle. But we need to see it hitting 150. We need to see that 150 mark. We need all those sellers out of there. Ooh, some buying volume starting to come in. Let's see what happens here. See if we... Oh, nope. Still not getting that break yet. 150's on the ask, and it's getting taken out again. We need to see these bids at 150. We got a few 150s coming through on that time and sales. All right, there we go. 150's about out. Just about. Oh, a little bit more selling there. It's struggling here. It's trying to get through. I mean, we don't have a lot of selling at 150, but they keep coming in. It's struggling. Mm. Still couldn't get it. $150 is still being an issue. There we go. Start pecking at 150 again, knocking on the door. Still just pecking. Oh, we're starting to peck hard though. All right, we're through 150 now. We want 150 to hold up as some type of support. 155 is going to be the next resistance line, and once we're through 155, we should be good to go. A lot of selling coming in. We want 150. Up, nope, 150 couldn't hold up as support. So we're still struggling with that 150 mark. A lot of struggling. Another big seller came in at 150, so it's going to hold it up again. Oh man, what a fight this is having at 150. It looks like it's going to start going, and then it pulls back below 150, and then it starts going again. Whew. There's a big seller at 150, 3,000 shares, or 30,000 shares, but 10,000 of them got taken out in an instance. So this is a battle, but 150 is getting taken out again. So bid and ask both are at 150. Oh no, selling some more at 150. This is quite a struggle. This will be the third time it's tried to break 150. Oh, there we go. We just got a big buyer, 16,000 shares at 150. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, but that should try to be some support now with that big of a buyer, unless he just gets taken out pretty quick. There we go. Now we're starting to get some bids. Starting to get some decent sized bids at 150. So we want this to be support. 150 support is what we want. We really need we need this candle to close over 150. It's got about a minute and a half. We want 150 as new support. Hey, we got a bid up to 151 now. Okay, bids up to, let's see. Bid up to 152. Yeah, I'm still holding this crazy AIM stock, waiting for it to get through 150 and start moving for real instead of pitter pattering. A lot of selling coming through. 150 needs to hold up here, and it's not going to. Nope. So once again, still can't get through 150. I may. This candle's got 20 seconds to hold up to get over 150 and close over 150. Oh, and it might. It's close. So that candle opened right at 150. Okay, I'm starting to think about what I want to do here. If I want to lock in this 20 bucks and just be done. If 150 can't hold up. The VWAP's down here at 140. We might have to have a couple red candles down like 145 and another little U-shape, little kind of small consolidation like this for this next pop maybe. Unless this candle can rip and get above 150, I think that little bit of a pullback consolidation might happen. So we got a bunch of selling at 150 again. Let's see here. There's not a ton of selling at 150 anymore. There's a little bit. Still trying to break that 150 mark. And I don't know if it's going to get it. It's struggling. It's trying so hard. It's trying so hard. It's giving it. It's just trying so hard. It's trying to get there. It's got to get over 150, and if it can break 154, that's the high a day. Then we could see some good volume start coming in if it gets over the high a day. I think, like I said, I think we're gonna get this little pullback here with some little sideways consolidation, probably for about. Yeah, here it starts pulling back. We just don't want it to pull back too far. We want 145 to hold up as support now. If 145 can hold up as some support and it just goes sideways right between 145 and 150, then we could get that little maneuver up to 150 again and maybe get that breakthrough. But this is what I was saying about there's so much resistance ahead of this. This is why I've been like hesitant to get in this all day. And this is why it's struggling, in case there's anybody new in the chat. or new to trading who wants to know what I'm talking about. But you got that 150 resistance line here. Because 150 is always 50 every 50 cents. So every 25 cents is some form of resistance. And you kind of got 148 there. And then you got the tops of these two candles here and here, which is 154, 155 area. So you have this whole ceiling. This is like a whole thick ceiling that you got to knock through. And you can see it kind of poked through a little bit, came back down, hit the ceiling, was in between both ceilings for a second, and then coming right back down again. It's having troubles breaking through that ceiling. So that's what we're waiting on. I've been in this trade not that long, really. See, where'd I get in at? What was that? But I got in back here at the crossover. When 9 EMA crossed over right here, I got in like 143, somewhere in this area. So I've only been in it for about 20-30 minutes. I mean, I was up like $30, I think, past 150. But like I said, I'm trying to give this a chance to see if it's going to bust through this 150, 155 area. Because if we get through that, we're going to see 175. That's my price target to sell at is 175. And that's what I'm looking for. If it can get through 150 and 155. But I'm going to take these resistance lines off. I just want to put them on there just to show, because I know there's a few new people in the chat, or there was a few new people. I don't know if they still are, but kind of wanted to show them that little bit of resistance lesson. So actually, if this keeps riding up the 9 EMA and the 9 EMA keeps going up, we're pretty good. Looks like it's going to try 150 again here, maybe. At least going to poke at it some more. Or at least we want to see some poking at it. I'm actually going to move my stop loss up a little bit. Why did it do that? So yeah, I moved it up to... Well, I wanted to move it up to 140, but I'm going to leave it there at 139 for now. Alright guys, well this is doing its consolidation thing. Hopefully it don't... Well, let's see. Oh, we're starting to climb a little bit here. Let's see. 154 is starting to get taken out. $154 is slowly starting to get taken out. And if we get through 155, you can see there's a lot of selling there at 155. Bids are slowly moving up. We're at 153 on the bid, 154 on the ask. 154 is getting slowly taken out. A lot of buyers taking out 154. Oh, we're through 155. There we go, baby. There we go. Quick little pop up to 160. But we're over the high a day now. Big buyers starting to come in. We got a big buyer at 155. Kind of up and down here at the moment. We want 150 to hold up as support. So we're still not all the way through that 155 mark yet. We had a quick pop above it. And it didn't quite get there. So still struggling in this area. So now if we can stay between 150 and 155 and take out that 155 mark, get all those sellers out like we did at 150, then I think we can move on up. I don't like this upper shadow. This upper shadow is a little gross. $45,000 shares at 150 trying to hold up at support. So we want to see this hold up. If 150 doesn't hold up, this could be done. And we're just all over the place right now. All over the place. Starting to come back up again. I don't know. I'm starting to think about maybe just locking out. Because it's still struggling. And I don't know how much more it's got to try to fight through this area. So I'm debating whether I want to lock in or move my stop loss up. Starting to have quite a big pullback here. Yeah, a lot of selling coming through here. See if we're going to hold up here. See how we looking on the 15-minute. Upper shadows, upper shadows. Don't like it. So my entry is 143. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. So I'm going to put my stop loss in at 141 right below the VWAP for now. Because I said it might need to consolidate, so. Still might need to slowly build up. So I don't think it's going to rip right this second. And looks like it's trying to hold up some support. So I have a phone call to make real quick, guys. If you'll give me about 2 minutes here. My stop loss is in, so nobody has to, freak out because I'm walking away. I've got a stop loss. But I think we're going to go sideways for a little bit longer, right under 150. Like I said, if 145 can hold up and this can kind of curl like this and hit 150 and 155 again, I think then it can get the rip up, if that's the case. But yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so we're holding up 150. It looks like actually we're looking pretty decent if that can stay above. This candle can stay above the 9 EMA. Really want 150 to start holding up as support though. And we may just be slowly climbing to 175. We might be here for a while. Because it has been a slow climb this whole time. I was just expecting it. GMPX is starting to move some. Let's see, I'll put GMPX over here. So I can keep an eye on it up to 170. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice pop on, a little quick pop on GMPX. So Daniel, your swing trade is starting to pay off, hopefully. $30,000 shares at $1.48. Okay, we're gonna try 150 again. So this is our third attempt or fourth attempt at 150, I think. It's just a lot. We got a 5 cent area of resistance, and if it gets through there, and it can get through there strongly and hold, then we could see that 175. So still having some issues there. Some issues at 150 still. And then our big buyer at 148 is starting to slowly get taken out. No, he's still there. Still slowly getting taken out, but he's still there. All right, so we're getting through 150 again. A lot of those sellers just got taken out. Brings the bid up to 150 now. No, still not yet. The 150 is almost gone. There's 300 shares still sitting there. 500 now. There we go. I got a lot of selling at 151. Like I said, we got a 5 cent area of strong resistance. that this keeps on attacking. We need a gaggle of buyers to come into this. Maybe that's what I should start doing. Start using animal herd names for buyers and selling. That might make these live streams more interesting. We got a gaggle of sellers at 150. Got to get out this gaggle. That probably really freak out new traders or even experienced traders. They'd be like, "What is this guy talking about? He's talking about gaggles of buyers and sellers." At 150, holding up his resistance again here. GMPX up to 180. Let's see here. Our gaggle of buyers at 148. See if they hold up. We got 40, 50, 60, about 70,000 shares at 148. So we want that to hold up as support. Starting to seem like it may be make or break time on this stock. If it doesn't get through this 150, 155 area soon, they could have a pretty good pullback down to the VWAP. It really needs to get over 150 very soon and stay over 150. Like this bunch of buyers at 148, they need to move up to 150 and hold 150 as support. But this is why I wanted that padding. This is why I bought back here at 143, because I wanted this padding in case it really had some trouble with 150 like it is. Because if you were trying to buy the breakout on this or buy the resistance, you might have got in here and now you're down waiting for this to break. And I'd much rather be in back here and be up waiting for this to break than be down. All right, we finally got a bid at 130. Or 150. Let's see if we can get a gaggle at 150. We have like a little flock at 150, but we want like a full-blown straight up gaggle. All right, so we're chilling out right here at 150. This is fine as long as we can stay above it. And this candle needs to keep coming up. And this is the longest we've held over 150 so far. Well, I guess we were going to see. Well, it feels like anyway. It feels like on the level 2. This is as long as it's held up as support. which psychologically, if 150 holds up as support, then that should make new buyers want to come in because you have that 150 support. So we're doing a slow little creepy crawl right now to that 155 resistance. Not a lot of selling in this 152 area though. Just a little bit, and well, bids up to 152, so that's good to see. A little bit of selling at 153. The majority of the selling is going to be at 154 and 155 though. A little bit of selling coming through here. And at this point, we want it to stay off of 150. We don't want it testing that 150 support. And you can see every time it gets between 150 and 155, these candles start moving a little bit faster. So there's a lot of price fluctuation. And that 150 cracked there. Yeah, it needs another push to try to get through. It didn't even get up to 155 that time. And I am getting hungry. I'm going to have to order Grubhub if I have to stay in this stock any longer. So I have not had breakfast yet this morning. I've been up since 6:30, so AIM with its struggle is just really making me work up an appetite. Ooh, a lot of selling there. We want our 148 guy to hold up. If he doesn't hold up, we may have a pullback down to 145 at this trend line here. And he's getting taken out quick. Yeah, we're going to have a pullback. We just don't want this to pull back too far. What's up, One Life? Yeah, 145 really needs to hold up. If 145 cracks, this could be done. I mean, the VWAP's still at 142, but we really don't want it getting down that low. But we're starting to get a lot of selling on this stock. Some buying came in there at 145 to hold it up. And then we're right back to selling again. Starting to look a little sketchy here. Because our trend line is kind of cracked. Let me redraw the trend line and make sure. Okay, well, trend line I guess is still there. 145. But this is the first time in a while we've been below the 9 EMAs, so needs to get back above that. Now it's kind of got this little reverse curl here I don't like either. There you go. Don't talk about Jimmy John's, man. I'm hungry. Just said that. What's wrong with you? We're talking about gaggles of buyers and sellers. That's what we're talking about. Don't talk about food. But yeah, I don't like this curl. But if it does this, like it looks the same as this curl. If this candle here is a bounce candle like this one, then we could be looking pretty good. But 145 absolutely has to hold up. This candle has to close above 145. And then the next candle we want to open up right below 150 or right at 150. So it makes that little bounce off of this trend line. Because you can see it came up, hit here, bounced, did a little slow climb. So now we're coming back down. Could be another bounce. And then we could see this finally get up above 155. It's a plane or something. It's loud. I don't like that. This needs to start coming back up. We got some big buyers at 146, so we really want them to stay in there. Is that an alarm? Okay, that's an alarm. Could be just a test. Huh. Not sure what that alarm is about. I don't know if you guys could hear it on the mic, but I could hear it pretty clearly. I don't see anything in the news about it, so I'm not sure. That's the sell alarm. You might be right. That's what I was saying. I might look to start. I might just lock out here soon. Or I may move my stop loss up under the trend line at like 144. That way I don't take a loss. Okay, that candle looks good. If that candle keeps coming up, we'll still be good in this. Nope, you gotta come up, candle. There we go. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, maybe I'll put my stop loss at 144 now. That'll be above my entry. And that way, even if I take a loss, it won't be very much of a loss. See how we're looking on the 15. Actually, on the 15, I can make this trend line a little better looking. Well, actually, it doesn't look that good. It's trying to come back up to that 150 area. So I'm actually going to move my stop loss up to 143 right around my entry. Ooh, a lot of selling at 150 again, so we got to get through another wall of selling. Oh, actually, a lot of them just got taken out. There was a lot of selling there. There's still quite a bit, but not as much as there was. So can it get back through 150? That's what we want to see. We want to see some strength. We want to see it get through 150 again. Because 150 is only our first line of resistance. So you can see there it still struggled with 150. So we still have an issue with 150. And we still got that 155 resistance. So it's really going to need a lot of buy-in volume to break through these ceilings that we got ahead of us. We've been struggling with 150 for about 30 probably almost an hour. Daniel, you still holding on to GMPX? Trying to get through here. It's attempting to. There you go. There you go, Daniel. Nice little win. Nothing wrong with that. As much time as I've spent on this stream today, yeah, me too, One Life. I'm starving too. As much time as I've spent in this stream today, trying to find a trade and then finally finding a trade. And now wait. Ooh, that's a lot of sellers right there. Been holding this thing, trying to wait it out. I would like a nice win myself today, or a decent win. It's getting a little bit sketchy. That last touch of 150 was showing a lot of selling. So I don't know if this is going to get through it or not. Really want to give it a chance, but I'm also getting really hungry. This is driving me crazy. This is what these slow markets do to you. Slow markets make you get in the stocks. Well, I guess they don't make you do it. You do it yourself, but they make you get in the stocks and then you gotta wait. One life, man. You're killing me. I'm trying to not think about food right now. He's like, oh, I'm starving. Jimmy John's better hurry. Oh, Jimmy John's is here. I've got this great, nice Italian sub I'm about to chow down on. Too bad you guys don't have an Italian sub. This candle needs to start coming up. We really don't want this candle to touch this trend line again. Oh boy. It's starting to feel a little weak to me. Because back here, we had some momentum slowly going up to this resistance, but now we're starting to come up to that resistance and just kind of run into it and fall right back off. See, like, there you go. There you go. I see. You're doing it. You're messing with me right now. Messing with me hard. There you go. Talking about your nightclub will decide a ranch. This stock has tried so hard today to get over this 155 area. Like, so hard. Yeah, these candles need to start coming up like real soon. Because if not, this trend line is going to crack and this is going to easily go back down to 140. Looking a little ugly. And we're losing volume too. That's another thing that's making me worried. We're starting to die off in volume, which we didn't have a lot to begin with. Like, not too terribly much. This float on this stock is like 8 million. I can't believe that it is having such trouble with getting through 150. Needs to get off of this trend line. A little bit of buying coming through there. Really need to see this bid come up. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, AIM. See, the longer it takes, ooh, yeah, it's starting to hit that trend line. This needs to get off the trend line. 146 and 145 gets taken out, this is going to crack. This is going to crash back down to the VWAP, maybe even lower. Oh, and yeah, it's going to crack. It is so close to cracking. It's getting really weak. Not a lot of buyers at 145 right now. Some buying needs to come in if this is going to keep climbing. If it doesn't, then it's over with, at least for now. Yeah, looking a little ugly here. And we're not getting any buying coming in to bring it up. The bids aren't jumping. Okay, there's a decent buyer. 17,000 shares at 145. Oh, he just got taken. He got halfway taken out, though. I don't know. It's looking real weak. 145 cracks. Most likely my stop loss is going to get hit. Yep, and now I got hit. So I took a $7 loss on this. Ugh, all that waiting and it couldn't get it. That 155, 150 area is too strong. So now at this point, it's probably going to have to consolidate sideways a lot longer. Probably till power hour. If not, it's going to, if it doesn't consolidate, if the VWAP doesn't hold up, it's going to crack even more. But it's done for now. Like I said, it'll be a while before this thing rips. If it's going to. So a little $7 loss. That's okay. That's not a terrible loss. It's a small, small loss. Tried to give it a chance. Just couldn't get it. So, that's that. Tomorrow morning, I think I'm seriously going to be looking for some dead cat bounces. I'm going to be looking for stocks to come out with bad earnings and crash really hard. See, GMPX still holding up right there at 175. And NVIV slowly climbed back up. Actually, NVIV might get ready to pop here. If NVIV gets up to 750 and breaks 750, this is a very low float. And the ask is all the way up to 768. And the bid's coming up to 750. Let's see if this pops, and then we'll end the stream. So bid's at 750. Is this going to get some volume here? Yeah, this looks like it might. How much volume has it had? It's barely had any volume. But it's starting to move a little bit. Yeah. Ask is all the way up to 784. AIM, are you serious? See, I got 156 left. Bid up to 774. This could start to get pumped. Alright, if this breaks over 8, because the 750 wasn't much of a problem. If this breaks over 8, it's going to go crazy. And it's touching 8 now. And looks like it's going to try. Nope, still couldn't get it. It's trying though. Bids are at 8. So it had a quick pop to 815 and then came right back down. I just watched this go from 7:30 up to 8:15 though in the span of 5 minutes, and I've been sitting there on AIM forever. And we're back up to 8. Bid here it goes. How hard is this going to pop right now at this time of day? That's the question. A lot of selling there. So got held up at 825. It's kind of the wrong time of day to get a big pop, but this stock is such low float that any amount of volume can push it up, as we just watched. Let's see what's AIM doing right on the VWAP. So I'm gonna look at the stream. We'll get a stream in about 5-6 more minutes here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna end the stream. But I just want to see what this is gonna do. I think at the time of the day, it's gonna have a hard time. And AIM is coming back up to 150. It actually touched right there. So I might have had my stop loss too high. I might have should have left it where I had it at 141. Okay, so NVIV is starting to pull back down. That's what I wanted to see. So it couldn't get enough volume. KBSF a little pop. And AIM still in that 145 to 155 range. But yeah, well, AIM could still break. It's still a very good possibility. Well, I don't want to say very good possibility, but it still has potential to break if it continues to hold up. And it might do it just to spite me, so it'll be interesting to see what it does. But appreciate everybody joining me for this long stream. It's a very long day. We'll be back tomorrow on the secondary account. If it's slow in the morning again, I probably won't trade very long because I'm not gonna risk too much, and I don't want to wait 3 hours for a play like this that's barely moving. So I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Yeah. We'll see what tomorrow brings, guys, and we'll be back. Yeah, appreciate you guys joining me as always. Have a great rest of your day. Until next time.